There's a difference between being depressed and having depression. And it took me a long time to realize that. It took me a long time to realize that I was living with a mental illness, suffering from a mental disorder. See, being depressed is a state. Having depression is a life you end up living without ever meaning to. The reality of your situation changes when you realize the distinguishment between the two. It's why you may find it harder to articulate what's wrong to people who may ask. Your daily experience with it becomes so second nature that it's confusing to others whose first and natural inclination after hearing that you're depressed is to ask, well, what's wrong? What happened to trigger this? And I'm like, well, someone should have asked me that 20 years ago. I might have had a more definitive answer. I never have the words to express what I'm feeling because what I'm feeling just is. There may be events or situations I'm upset with, or situations that might trigger depressive spirals, but ultimately I live in a perpetual state of depression. The word sad doesn't encompass what you're going through. The word tired doesn't fully describe how physically weighed down you may feel. And not being able to express yourself verbally is frustrating for the person experiencing the depression as well as the person asking what's wrong. So out of fear of being perceived as a downer, lazy, or unaccountable, you may shove those feelings down and away and you mask. Or you isolate when you don't have the energy to pretend anymore. And it just creates an environment where you feel like no one understands you. If you've ever checked out one of those mood questionnaires you take when you're about to receive any psychiatric treatment, you might find these questions familiar. It's, when they ask, have you been feeling dejected, hopeless for a period of 2 weeks or more? Have you lost interest in things that used to make you happy? Have you been talking slower or moving slower? They ask those questions because they're trying to identify what spawned the season of depression that you're experiencing. And when I'm reading it, I'm like, okay, fair enough. So if you're experiencing this for a period of 2 weeks or more, you might be going through a depression. But what does it mean when you've been experiencing all of this for several years? No interest in the things that made you happy. When was the last time something made you truly happy for a sustained period of time? When was the last time you felt safe or secure? How long has life just been a series of motions, living in a way that is spurned from zero internal motivation, just doing what you're supposed to do to live a life, to stay alive? When was the last time you weren't scared? When was the last time you were hopeful, truly hopeful for the future? With chronic depression, feelings of happiness get peppered into the mix of constant despair. Versus when you're living a neurotypical experience, periods of depression are sometimes triggered by negatives or situations. When your mood is down for the majority of your life, how do you answer the question of what do you think caused this? Everything. Everything caused this. My brain copes with life differently than others. The despair builds upon itself and there's never an opportunity to catch it while it slumbers and get a visualization of what the nexus is. It's like that story of the princess and the pea. She's lying on top of dozens of mattresses, but she's so sensitive that she can feel a tiny pea at the bottom of everything patting her. If she decided one day to get to that pea herself, how long would it take her to remove everything hiding it? How far down would she have to dig? Logistically, how would she figure out how to reach it? And once she reaches it, once she's all the way down, how will she get back up? What's she to do with the pea when she finds it? And now that all of the mattresses are scattered all over the place, where does she go from there? How far do I have to reach back to confront the inception of this mood disorder. I believe it starts with acknowledging that what you're experiencing is different than what you might have thought it was. Validate yourself in knowing that you have something going on that might not be rectified with just positive affirmations. Be real about the rawness, the ugliness of this disorder, and try to realize that you still being here through this is a testament to how strong you are. Acknowledge that you're mustering up the capacity to do everyday tasks is an accomplishment, because you're fighting a barrage of thoughts and feelings that are telling you it's no point to any of it. That walk may be long and hard, but you're doing it. And maybe that means there's opportunity for better. A quote that I keep close to my heart from the amazing Lauryn Hill is, "Every day is another chance to get it right this time." And for people like me, living with what we live in, what we can do is get up and try again tomorrow.